This video is brought to you by the Sewing Out Loud podcast. Listen at sewingoutloud.com or on iTunes. So we have our pieced bias strip, and I'm going to talk to you about trimming these little ears off here. So down here at the cutting table, what you can do with your rotary cutter is simply use your piece as a guideline, and this is how the fabric came out of the machine. Just cut right here along the raw edge, like that. Oh, and if you miss it a little bit, you'll get it over here. And right here. So now you've made like two little, triangle pieces. And then in one fell swoop, just go about a 1/4 inch away from your stitching. And you have this guy here. And we're going to go over to the iron and press it. So come along with me. Don't get motion sick. So over here at the ironing board with your heated up iron, just give your seam a little bit of a press. Let it know change is coming. And then lay it right side down and open up that seam and press it. And there we are. And now we're ready to do our fusible piping. So you have your fabric, your bias strip laid out here, wrong side up, and lay down the fusible piping. Follow the pattern or the piping directions on the packaging for how wide your strip should be, and I've been very generous with myself here. And so what you do is you sort of place your piping in the center and fold your strip over. This piping is covered in fusible web, okay? But it's very important to wrap the fabric around, pin the piping to your ironing board so that you can see clearly the cording. So you're pinning close to that cording, okay? Make sure you can see that, and we'll do this in sections. And then what you're going to do is take your iron and press up to the cording, but do not press the cording. So just give it some consistent pressure and move along in sections. And do wait for it to cool before you lift it up off the ironing board. So do you see that? How you can see the crease there? All right, and we have made ourselves some piping without sewing, which is great. So let me take the pins off and just show you that we've got our piping here. But you do not want to actually press the cording. Even though there is fusible web on it, we don't want to smash that. And so what we do is unpin this and just kind of move our section along our ironing board and continue to do the same thing, just lining up your raw edges. And you don't really have to measure anything. You can just let the cording fall into the center of that fold you're making and pin. And if you think you're off, make some adjustments. And if you're unsure how to piece a long piece of bias together, we just did another little video on that, and the link should be in the video description. So once again, pinning my next section, and then pressing just up to the piping, just up to the cording, but not pressing over it. Okay, so right in the point of that iron, right along there. And there we go, we have another section done. And now I'm going to make Sam do the rest of it so she can make her pillow. Thanks for watching.